On to number 19. So this question says the graph of a line in the xy plane passes through the point 1, comma 4 and crosses the x-axis at the point 2, comma 0. The line crosses the y-axis at the point 0, comma b. What is the value of b? Okay, so again, always starting by circling the question, we're looking for the value of b. Now, it's nice of them to use b because hopefully we recognize that that is also the variable used when we do slope-intercept form of a line equation. So we have y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So because we've been given two other points on this line, we can solve for the slope, and so that should be our first step. Now, we want to remember that slope is rise over run. I'm going to write that down. Rise over run. And the reason I like this saying is because it keeps us from accidentally putting change in x on top, which I see all the time with students, and that's a really great way to get the wrong answer. So don't do that, okay? So rise, which is change in y, right? Because the y-axis is vertical, over change in x, run side to side, that's horizontal. Another thing to help you kind of like not make minor mistakes when you're writing out your work is to label y2 and y1, and same thing with the x's. So it doesn't matter which point is the first or the second, just be consistent. So I'm going to call this x1 and y1. I'm going to call this x2 and y2, okay? And change in y is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And now I just fill in the values with the points that I labeled. So my y2 is 0 minus 4 over, and again, make sure you use x2 first here because the order does matter. So 2 minus 1. So that gives me negative 4 over 1, which is conveniently just negative 4. Okay, so now I have my slope, but I'm not finished because that's not what the question is asking me for. They want to know the y-intercept. So we go to step 2, which is now to plug in one of the points into the line equation and solve for b. Okay, so you can choose either point. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to use this first one, the 1, comma 4. So right now my line equation is y equals negative 4x plus b. Well, this y and x, we can put in any coordinates of a point that's on this line in for those variables. So like I said, I'm going to use this 1, comma 4. Be careful here. Remember that y is the second coordinate in the point. So it should be 4 equals negative 4. And then 1 is my x coordinate. So I'm also plugging that in. And then from here, it's just some algebra. So we've got 4 equals negative 4 times 1, just negative 4, plus b. To isolate b, I need to add 4 to both sides. And then we've got b equals 8.